Good afternoon, everybody. I'm here with my daily video, and just like I said in my last video, and maybe like the video before that, I'm gonna do one about planning. Sorry. I know, I'm really into planning. I know, I can't help it. I have lots of planner stuff. I really like to do planning. It's just how it is. I really like planning. So, the other thing is I just kind of, as I've been home, and out of the traditional classroom, I have a lot of different tools and things that I haven't really made full use of. One of those things has been planner stamps. I mentioned this in previous videos, and I also mentioned it on like my Instagram and stuff about how I kind of have a lot of planner stamps and I kind of suck at them. I don't know how else to put it. I think that that's kind of a weird thing to note, but doing planning, just like using planner stamps, just takes practice. So I kind of made a little bit of a pact with myself that I was going to try and make more full use of all of my different planning tools and things, which includes like my planner stamps. And because Michael's just recently came out with some like new kind of planner tools in the way of planner stamps, I just figure I need to get over my ridiculous irrational fear of planner stamps and planner stamping and make more full use of just like the stamps that I have. Doing paper stamping, it's kind of something that's a little bit of a tradition passed down in my family. Like my grandmother taught me how to do paper stamping, but she used to make greeting cards, so I'm actually totally completely familiar and like comfortable with like stamping, but the whole planner stamp thing, I don't know, it just kind of freaks me out a little bit, and that's so lame, and I totally know that, and I know that I'll get like made fun of and whatever. Anyway, so this video is going to be about planner stamps and planner stamping. So if you are interested in learning a little bit more, or like just exploring the planner stamps that I have not done a good job at using, but I'm going to try and do that, then please stick around for the video and we will go ahead and just try and help me get over my irrational fear of planner stamps. So let's go ahead and watch the video. So what I'm going to show you are just some of the basics that I just kind of figured out, or I just like learned about when I was trying to get more into stamping. This right here is the, I think, Dear Me set, and this is from Sweet Stamp Shop, and I just had to get this stamp when it came out. It was like less than $5 or something, I don't even remember, but this is just like one that you could use as a greeting card. It says happy belated birthday, and then it has the script and it fits on there, and it came in just like a little kind of poly kind of zip sleeve. But I have a thing for deer. I mean, my social media channel is called Deerest Dahling, so this is one that just like I really liked and wanted to get. I got this actually like for my birthday, so some months ago. It was like a $5 kind of a birthday treat. Anyway, the way that polyacrylic stamps work is you need to have something to put them on, and usually what you can find is these are just hard acrylic blocks. And these I got as a set from Amazon, and I'll try and link these in the down bar. But I have covered these with washi tape, and you can see just how dirty they are. And the reason why I did this is because when these don't have any washi tape on them, it is really easy for these to get lost. I know that sounds really weird, but I have lost these I don't know how many times when they didn't have kind of like the stained and inked up rim on them. So it just makes them easier to see. And you see that they have a grid on them. You can see through them there, and you can, sometimes what I'll do is I'll get like a baby wipe, and I'll just kind of like keep baby wipes with me, and that works. It also works to clean these off sometimes, but what you do is you just lay your stamp there on top. As you can see, that's what it would look like. And then let me show you what this one will look like. This is one of my favorite stamps. Stamp pads, like inks to use, VersaFine, and it's really dirty because my daughter likes to use these a lot, and I'm totally fine with that. She does a really good job. And you're just going to take this and tap it like this. See that it's covered in ink. All you have to do is tap it just like that, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to stamp this so you can see what it looks like. And I will put this on like this sticky note so that you can see. I'm just going to kind of drop it, put a little bit of pressure on it, and then just pick it straight back up. And you'll see there it's nice and crisp. So that is one really great thing about just kind of like stamps. To clean it off, you can like kind of wipe it if you want to. Sometimes what I will do is I will get a piece of paper and I'll just stamp it over and over again just to get the ink off. And then to store it, you peel it off of the block and then you put it right back on the thing there. So, and what I've been doing, which I don't know, oh, here's another stamp company called Lovely Scrolling that I really like. I'll show you that one. And I've just been keeping them all in this basket here. There's probably better ways to keep them, but I don't know. So that's what that one looks like. And this stamp ink right here, VersaFine, it's a pigment ink for finer details, and this is great. I mean, I don't have a ton of experience with like other sorts of different kinds of inks and things, but I really like VersaFine, so I have it in this vintage kind of sepia, and then I have it in this, so I have it like in a warm color and then like the cool kind of sharp black. And this is nice if you wanted to just put this on like cardstock and then you can color it, and it's a little bit of like a coloring sheet. I think that's kind of a fun thing. So that is that stamp set, and that's just kind of like the basics of stamping, kind of stamp inks. Here's another stamp ink set that I have. This is called chalk ink, and the difference between this and this is that this doesn't smear. This, I want to say that it, like, I mean, it can smear, it will, but it kind of sits on top of the paper. So let me see if I can show you an example of how this one works. I guess maybe I'll just pull the deer stamp out again because that was just nice and easy. And this time I will put it on like this one that's like the flower one. I kind of like this one because it grips more easily, like you can hold it like that and press it down. Or maybe, yeah, we'll just do that one. So the way that this works is these petals here, they pull out, they come out. So let's just do light blue. So you can see I kind of like slide that in and out. That's how that works. Has a handle on the back like that. What I'm gonna do is I'm just going to tap this on here. And you can see that the ink is just slowly kind of getting on there. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna slide this back on here and then cover that. And I'll try and link this in the down bar. And then this time we'll just put this on some like planner inserts that I have and I have not released yet. These are 3-day hourly. So here we go. I'm just gonna press this down. And that's what that looks like. And you see it's kind of faded. And there's other colors that are a little bit darker, but that's just, I don't know, honestly, that's a bad example. Sorry about that. Let me see if I can do like a better example. Maybe I can pick like a different color. This dark blue. Here we go. That's gonna show up a lot better. See, like I said, I'm not an expert by any means, by any stretch in stamping. And I just need, oops, see, I messed it up. This is a great example of what not to do, and of like someone who's not even an amateur stamper, someone who's just plain like totally just fresh out of the gates. And yeah, okay, here, let's try this again. Okay, here we go. Lay it down, put a little pressure on it, and then just pull it straight back up. That's a little bit better. It's a little faded, but it's because I didn't apply the pressure quite so evenly. And then, like I said, sometimes I will just take it and clean it off by going like that. Something that I suggest doing when you're doing planner stamping is having just some scrap paper over along the side so that you can do kind of test prints, test stamping. And then you don't end up with like things like this or things like this on your planner pages that you otherwise get frustrated with. So that's just an example. Like this is chalk ink. So here it's very, very strong looking and it sits on top of the paper. It dries pretty kind of immediately. And that's chalk ink. Other options are this. You may have seen these. These are called Dewdrop inks, Memento Dewdrops, and they come in a set. I got mine on eBay, I think. I can't remember. They come, this is the sherbet or the sorbet palette. I can't remember the name of it, but these are really great, and I just stored them in like a little kind of removable drawer set, but they sit up like this. They sit like that, so you can store them like that in like a embroidery thread box or something. So there's that. And some of these are really, really light, like pastel looking. So, of course, like these are not. Let me just, I might as well just show you kind of what this looks like with the deer stamp. Let's get the deer stamp out again and wipe this off a little bit. And let me just show you. So you pull this off, and this kind of like the color box one. This, you just tap this on here like that as I'm doing it. And then you can see when it gets full coverage. I'm gonna just place this down here. Try and press it evenly, and then pull it straight back up. There we go. So that is a lot sharper of just like the look of the stamp. The only thing I don't like about these dewdrop ones is that sometimes it's hard to tell, but sometimes the ink, it looks a little bit weird, like it won't come out solid, and it's hard for me to explain that, but like in my experience, the chalk inks, they come out a little bit more solid, and I don't know if it's just like the humidity in the air, but this also looks so much better since that's like a deer color. It's called rhubarb stock. So there is an example. So this, where was it? No, I lost it. I'm bad at showing you guys stamps. I'm sorry. Anyway, this is chalk ink right here, and this is the VersaFine Memento. No, not VersaFine, the Dewdrop, kind of like Memento. So that's those. And I guess I could show you the VersaFine, like the sepia. So then you can see the difference between those. And I now have gotten ink like all over the block. You can see there. So I'm just going to try and wipe that off so it doesn't get onto the paper. And we'll put that right next to that, so then you can get a good kind of comparison. There we go. So the one on the right, this is pigment ink, and this is also pigment ink. But you can kind of see the VersaFine, just, I feel like they're really good quality inks. And they do come in smaller ink pads than just these like larger ones. But I think that getting like a good pick for the VersaFine ones would be getting like a warm color like the sepia one that I got, and like the black, and the one that I have is the onyx black. So that's the Dear Me set, or just like deer, with the examples of just like comparison. Let's see here. Let me show you just some of my other stamps that I have. I have some rolling stamps. This is a Target one that is not great at all. I got it for like $3 or something, and I've used it a little bit, but I mean, it's not that great. It's a Target Dollar Spot one. I have this one that's also a Target Dollar Spot one, and it's a rolling kind of date stamp. I've used this a little bit more, and this is even worse quality than this one, but these again are Target Dollar Spot. I'm sure if you got like the Project Life ones or Studio Calico, they would be just a lot better, but I actually don't mind when they look a little bit kind of rocked over, because I think that just the whole look of these rolling date stamps, so we'll do like today's date here, July 11th, 2016. Like, I think that these rolling date stamps, when they look a little bit off, kind of adds a little bit to like the nostalgia of things. So there you go. It doesn't have to look, or you don't have to think of it as like kind of being like a negative thing, because it kind of looks like an old library stamp. So this is a great little kind of like stamp set or something to give to kids to play like library. I mean, I know they don't do that anymore, but it's kind of fun. It's great to have scrapbooking. Here's another stamp that I have that I got for like Mother's Day on my birthday or Christmas or something one year that someone carved out of an eraser, which is kind of cool. It's a rainbow with a hand-carved cloud there. Here is a stamp set from Studio LTE. These are kind of like bullet journaling stamps, and I think that these are kind of cool just because what you can do is you can do a solid color here, and then you can do a little bit of an outline, either a dotted outline or a dashed outline, and then you can put this on the inside of that if you wanted to. There's page flags, short ones, longer ones. I'll demonstrate these, or maybe do like a plan with me. I'll try and do a plan with me with one of these. We'll see. Here's another great set that I've seen that I think is a really great set. This is Studio L2E called Brush Dates, and it has, well, just like the script font in that like brush styling, and it has all of the numbers on it. I always lose the number 01, but I know it's here somewhere. I have it like, I think in another kind of stamp set, like in a bag, but these are really great for numbering things if you want to do lists or mark your days and stuff. I've used these before, so these are kind of fun. This is one that I got from Sweet Stamp Shop, just because if you want to do an hourly sort of a layout, I don't know if that's the best way to put it, like when the Erin Condren hourly came out, and people went really crazy over it. I honestly really like an hourly layout in a planner, even though I don't always, or I don't use it anymore. I used to, but this is a great way that if you had grid paper, like this has pre-printed dates, and like I said, this is something that I don't have released yet, but I've like shown before on my channel, but you could always just like stamp your own dates and then make your own like hourly layout sort of planner. Here is the one that I love so much. This is from Lovely Scrolling, and she is an artist in Mexico, and let me show you just how cute these are. This is a little character that she made, and her name is Miss Lily Shades is what she calls her, and she has kind of a sketch quality about her, and then she has sunglasses on, like big kind of stylish looking sunglasses, and then a coffee. Let me show you what it looks like. She's so cute. Here we go. I think that just like is really cute. I think she's super cute. And something that my daughter and I like to do sometimes for this is this. Let me show you. I showed this on my Instagram once, and the owner of Lovely Scrolling loved the idea so much. But this is a great idea for if you have ADHD or if you have kids with ADHD, do a little bit of like temporary tattoos. This says "Get It Done" in that script font. You can do this really with any, and you can like put it on your hand as a little bit of like a visual cue to remind you or your kids when they're cleaning their rooms, like keep working, get it done. Or even if you do this at like homework time, it's a great idea to do that. Here is, so it's a little bit of like a temporary tattoo kind of. I mean, you could always write on your hand with Sharpie too. Here's another Miss Lily Shades one. I got to use a larger block for this, and I think this is really cute because I think that full box, especially note book paper, is really cute. So let me show you what this one looks like. Oops. I didn't put enough ink on there. Let's try this again. See, I'm like bad at planner stamping, guys. Like, that's why I have so many and I just don't use them. They totally intimidate me. I just can't help it. So anyway, this set is from Mexico, and I thought that this was a really great set just in terms of like just fun stamps that you can use very generally. If you want to, you could also like stamp these on post-it notes and have just like your own kind of creative post-it notes. This looks a little bit like an ink stain or like a washi tape or something. Let's see here, what else do we have? Here is one from Sweet Stamp Shop that I got just because it's an election year, and so it's a little bit of like a limited release kind of edition one. I haven't used this yet, but I was going to use it with my daughter when we just kind of like learn about things of the election as they kind of go on. Here's some more, and I always like mix up my stamps, like I save the sleeves and stuff. This is from Sweet Stamp Shop, and this is one that just goes more in the way of like creative planning and stuff. I've seen people make like color swatch books using this. That's something actually that I could do that's not so intimidating, just because I have a lot of like Prismacolor and stuff, and so it's great to do like a color swatch book, so I might try that. This is from Sweet Stamp Shop, and this is like little of like the kind of banner bunting with some common sort of planner things. I thought this was really cute because this is the idea of like the full box sticker, but it looks like notebook paper. And you can, I've seen people put these on like post-it notes and things. There's even a little pencil there. There is, this is like $3 or $4 or something. I don't know. This is like game night. Here we have, this is just for Sweet Stamp Shop. Like if you are a fan of theirs, which I am. So, and like I said, I've ordered from Studio LTE and Sweet Stamp Shop. I like them both. And I just like will save the sleeve and just put them on both sides. This is from Michaels. These are not the best stamps in the world, but that's not really why I got them. I just thought that they were really pretty. Change is beautiful, spread your wings, and fly. Something about dreams. So, and then Studio LTE has the best packaging to like restore things. This is Sweet Stamp Shop actually, even though this is Studio LTE packaging. And these are just some good kind of like half box kind of ideas and things. So this is from Sweet Stamp Shop. I think this is from Sweet Stamp Shop. I'll have to look it up. I don't remember. I think this is from Sweet Stamp Shop though. This is what happens when you like mix them all up and I don't keep them together. Here's another one. I thought this was really cute just because of like this here. This is like a date night one or something. So, but I thought that that was kind of like a cute and functional one. I like the glasses, like the nerdy glasses with like the heart things, and some like, you know, whoo, scandalous looking ones there. So here's, I thought, a cute one from Sweet Stamp Shop called A Nod to Mod. And I like to use these, like, I think I've mentioned before, when I do creative journaling, I like to do something called pineapple moments. It's like moments just kind of like when I feel like I was sweet on the inside and wear a crown. So I like to do kind of play on social media kind of trending things, and I'll do that as a little bit of like journaling prompts or writing things for my daughter. And these cactuses or flamingos, you can kind of like put them together if you want to. They're kind of like gem shapes. Here is a recent one that I got. It's like an adventure one. It says things to do, places to see, people to meet. I use these a lot with my daughter, like a whole lot. We make stories and things with them, and that's kind of fun. We'll like use the ink that's like the brown or the black, and then we'll color them in and make bookmarks for people as gifts. Let's see here, what else have we got? This is from Tim Holtz. It's a little bit hard to see, but these, this says, the journey is never truly over, it just changes course. Life is what happens to us while we are making other plans. The impossible is often untried. These work the same way that like the Sweet Stamp Shop stuff works, but honestly they're not really that great a quality. I didn't pay very much for them though, but I just got them from Michaels. Oh, this is what they look like when they're stamped. I just like, that's what they look like. So that's from Michaels, and these are Tim Holtz brand. I mean, very inspirational sayings, but yeah, I don't know. Here's one of my favorite Sweet Stamp Shop ones. This is like science fair. It says funny things like nerdy and barf, kind of silly things. It has little test tubes. So I think that this would be great for like a teacher. You could make little stickers and things for your students. I can show you a little bit of an example of like how I made this flip book. These are from Sweet Stamp Shop, and this is a little bit of like a lesson planning idea that I think I've shown before, the way that we've done kind of lesson planning for using washi tape and other such things. A little bit of like multidisciplinary. There's some Sweet Stamp Shop stuff, but that's kind of some cool stuff that you can do using stamps, planner stamp. It's for homeschool that we did. This is from Sweet Stamp Shop. Who doesn't love coffee? So that's why I got it. Can make greeting cards and things out of this. This was not an expensive set. I think I got that on a special one time. This I thought was really cute. This is like moms wear a lot of hats. So I thought that was kind of cute. This is Sweet Stamp Shop. This is Sweet Stamp Shop, and this is Studio L2E. This is like tracker boxes if you want to track water intake or social media stuff or just tasks and chores and things. This is the Sweet Stamp Shop one. It's like office stuff. I think the printer's really cute and like the little bulldog guy. This one is, this is one of my favorite ones. This is like a book reading kind of a tracker. And this is one of the new releases just this spring from Sweet Stamp Shop. And hard to see, but it has all sorts of like reading and kind of like book related things, which I think is really cool. And we've made like bookmarks, like my daughter made bookmarks for Father's Day and stuff for the father figures in her life. Let's see here. Here's one from Studio L2E. I haven't used this one yet, but I kind of like this just because it has some inspirational sayings and things on them. Let's see here. Actually, I don't know if this is from Studio L2E or if this is from Sweet Stamp Shop. I can't remember. Here is a dad one, and I just like this because of the tools and things, but it says I'm a tool. Yeah. But I like to use tools and stuff. I've mentioned before that I'm kind of like a DIY girl, so here is a Sweet Stamp Shop one that I thought was really cute. This is all kind of like arts and crafts sort of stuff. And oh, here's another like new release from Sweet Stamp Shop. Just this past spring, and this is like all household stuff. It's kind of a little bit kawaii kind of styling, which I think is kind of cool. And they have little bubbles that you can do almost like bullet journaling. See, my daughter's used the poop one. She's so funny. So that is Sweet Stamp Shop, and there's a little laundry thing. So these are all really great. Like I said, like these stamps, they're an initial investment, but once you invest in them, you have them, you can make your own stamps by just stamping on adhesive paper, or just regular paper, and then using them. This is another Sweet Stamp Shop one, and my daughter loves this one because of the unicorn. Look at how like used up the unicorn is. It's stained, but it still works. It's little kind of like hipster glasses and just other kind of glasses. This is one of our favorite sets to use from Sweet Stamp Shop, and it's commonly actually out of stock because of how popular it is. Your little taco guy for like Taco Tuesday. Here's one from Miss Kimm Creates. I ordered from her so that I could just get these really functional looking labels, and these work really, really well. You could stamp these on blank labels if you want to, or if you have an Erin Condren, you can do that on the headers. Wouldn't work so well on the neutral, just because the neutral, you know, it's black, so this would stamp in like black, but that's a really good set from Miss Kimm Creates. And like I said, I will just like save packaging and then just store one thing on one side and the other thing on the other side, just like put it in my basket, my stamp basket, which you can see here is kind of like filling up. Here is another kind of list making set from Sweet Stamp Shop. So if you do like Bible reading or something, or YouTube, or you're a nurse, see here, here's another, there's some in the back there. Here we go. Here, this set is from Studio L2E. So these are just icon sorts of stamps, and these would be actually pretty great on the style of planning that I do. It has just basically everything that you could need, and you could put these on little labels and just like punch them out or cut them out if you wanted to, or just put them straight on your paper. A really great rule of thumb when you're doing stamping is to put a couple of layers of paper underneath so that you have a little bit of a cushiony surface, but that will help you get a better quality kind of like stamp when you stamp it. These are from Studio L2E, and this is like the Planner Girl set, which I just thought was really, really cute. And that was a new release that I got like for good pricing. This is from Sweet Stamp Shop. I have a lot of Sweet Stamp Shop just because, like I said, she's gotten things on sale and things, and just over time you kind of like amass them. And really like this Target one that's red. This is like pictures. This is called Plan to Work, or Plan Work Set. It's kind of nice. This is my last kind of like package to show you. This is all like school stuff. Here is a school set from Sweet Stamp Shop. It's kind of everything that you would need if you were a teacher, or I guess even a student too, maybe a student teacher. Here is another kind of teacher set. This is from Studio L2E. So just to compare between the two. They have similar enough ones and even similar sort of fonts, but the Sweet Stamp Shop one has more pictures than the Studio L2E does. And that one is Sweet Stamp Shop right here. This is Sweet Stamp Shop, and these are just numbers that I thought would be good to have with like some dollar signs and things. So I guess that's it. I guess that's just kind of like, well, I don't want to make this video too long, even though it went really long, but that's all the stamp stuff that I have, that I use, and I hope that this was in some way helpful for you. And I will try and do like a plan with me or something with these, because it's kind of making a little bit of my mission to like make peace with my planner stamps. So that's it for this video. So I hope that you enjoyed that video. It's probably way more information or like planner stamps than maybe you have seen. I'm honestly kind of embarrassed with the amount of planner stamps that I have, considering I don't really make full use of them other than to make cards and things. As I mentioned in my like intro, paper stamping and just like paper crafting, it's not something that's new to me. It's something that was taught to me by my grandmother, so I think that's maybe why I like have the planner stamps just anyway, because it just goes back to nostalgia and just like kind of sentimentality and stuff for me. So I am by no means like what I would consider to be an expert in like paper crafting and especially planner stamping. It's just stuff that I have picked up from like watching YouTube videos, looking at people's pictures on Instagram with like the hashtag planner stamps or planner stamping, or even just belonging to some Facebook groups about planner stamping or just paper crafting is a really, really great thing to do if you're interested in doing planner stamps. Another thing is that the companies that I've ordered from in terms of planner stamps, one of my very, very favorite places to order from is called Sweet Stamp Shop. They have a Facebook group. You should totally join the Facebook group if you are interested in anything that Sweet Stamp Shop sells, just because they do special pricing, I think like at the end of every week, where they will put a certain stamp set on a special price or give you like a coupon code. And so over time, that's kind of how I've ended up like amassing the stamp sets that I have. The Studio L2E set that I got, like everything I got on special pricing because I just don't believe in paying full price for things. The only one that I did not get on special pricing was the one from Lovely Scrolling, and that is straight from Mexico, and I just really, really liked that little set. It's really cute. If you end up ordering it, then just like be aware of the fact that it's probably going to take a really long time to get shipped to you because it's coming from Mexico. It has to go through customs. But some of the bonus things about it are that it's a really, really cute set. I feel like there's a lot of range for it. I showed you kind of like that fun little trick with it. And it's also original artwork, which I really, really enjoy. I love original artwork and original illustrations and things. And I'm a professional working artist. I'm illustrating a book right now, or at least I'm supposed to, and I'm not doing the best job because I guess I'm spending too much time doing stamping and like planner stuff. No, actually, no, I'm not doing a lot of stamping. That's why I'm doing this video. But my point is this. If you don't feel comfortable doing illustrations of the original variety on your own, then doing planner stamps is a great way to do it, because you can kind of make a little bit of like your own stickers or your own sort of, illustrated kind of decorative elements on your planner. Doing planner stamping in a personal size, the way that I have like a wallet planner, it's not the most conducive to doing the most decorative and stylistic sort of planning with planner stamps, but there's some small little elements that you can still kind of do. The most like amazing and impressive examples of planner stamping that I've seen have always been in the Happy Planner. And I think that the reason why is because the Happy Planner, I think just for whatever reason, it just inspires a different approach to planning, and a greater like range to kind of stretch yourself. The Happy Planner also has really, really good solid paper in terms of the density and the weight of the paper. And since you can pop the pages in and out off of those discs, then it's really good for stamping. Let's see here, what else? There is a company out there, and I don't remember the name of it, like I don't have the information, but I'm sure if you look on like Pinterest boards or even like asked around in some of the Facebook kind of stamping groups, you would discover the information. But you can actually have, they're called polyacrylic, so those clear stamps, you can actually get those made. So if you are really, really into graphic design and things, you could totally get like custom stamp sets made for yourself. I've noticed that there in the planner community are more people kind of getting stamps made, especially for things called bullet journaling, which I think is really cool. I think bullet journaling is awesome. To a certain degree, the way that I do planning, I do a little bit of a hybrid bullet journaling sort of a thing. I also did something called like doodle planning last summer, and I will try and do some planner videos on all of those things, just because recently, and yesterday was a really hard day for me, I mentioned this on other social media, my art students have gotten, like my old art students, I used to be a high school art teacher, they've gotten in touch with me over social media and have asked me like kind of one-on-one if I would help them set up like planning stuff or planners for them, just because they enjoy planning, just because it's a little bit of a graphic way to structure your day and to just like think about things, and it has a way to be creative while also being really practical. But I know that like my art students would really love to do like the whole doodle planning thing. They also used to look at my planner and see kind of a little bit of what I would do, so I'll try and do a planning video on that sort of thing. So I guess that's it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you're not into planning, I'm sorry that all of these daily videos all of a sudden are like about planning. I really wanted to do like an art video today, but I had a morning like meeting that, I mean, it literally lasted from early morning until like midday, and it just took up all of my time and totally zapped me of my energy. So a daily video that's not about planning, or at least planner stamping, because I kind of had that on my list of like videos that I wanted to do, and I like to try and like keep to my word as best as possible, but I didn't have a ton of time today to do like 2 videos, otherwise I would have. But I really appreciate you watching this one and just kind of like putting up with my fangirling over planner stuff. So nerdy. Can't help it. I'm a big old nerd like that. So anyway, I do a daily video, so I don't know what my tomorrow's video is going to be. I actually made a whole list in an Erin Condren perpetual calendar that I had like an old one of. I just like relabeled it, and I did a whole entire just like list after list after list of all sorts of ideas. So I'm going to start trying to draw from that and maybe give you all a little bit better idea of like the things that I'm doing or the things to come. So that's it for this video. That's it for this daily video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I so appreciate your support of my channel, the comments that you leave, when you subscribe, when you give me the thumbs up. All of it is like just so cool to me. I'm a regular everyday person, and I just do YouTube as a little bit of like a way to connect with the outside world. Otherwise I would end up being a little bit of a shut-in, because I am like really kind of an introvert, so, and a weirdo like that. But anyway. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for your endless support. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, whatever it is that I end up doing with that video, and it might be something about planners. So thanks for bearing with me on that. So that's it for this video. I will see you in the next video. Bye.